Back with another video, and this time we basically want to talk about the situation with the dancehall artists them in Guyana being banned, because this is actually a trend. This has been happening for a while now. Where's the Brian?
Yeah, real talk, bro. Skeng is just the latest in a long line of dancehall artists that Guyana seems to have a problem with.
Definitely. So basically them ban Skeng, and what me I see, it definitely have nothing to do with him, right? Is him sang him a perform, and apparently there was actually people that was actually shooting.
Yeah, so what go on? He was performing protocol, and you know, we a bus a blank in a dance, they are actually bussing live rounds.
Yes.
You know, they were just basically saluting Skeng, but that had nothing to do with Skeng.
It definitely have nothing to do with him still, for real.
No, you see, what get me, Joe, is when the minister of Guyana come out and the how harsh him go, and I'm like, no artist like Skeng will ever be allowed in Guyana again. So when I say things like that, bro, especially when this not have nothing to do with the artist himself, that kind of make it look like the artist did something wrong.
Kind of feel like classism too, because the way I talk like no arts like Skeng.
Yeah, will ever come into the country again.
As me as a brand, it seems like it's a trend as it relates to Guyana, because Skeng is not the first.
For real. I mean, we can remember in, I think, 08, yeah, in 08, them ban Mavado, right? Because he was affiliated with Bounty Killer.
Yes.
And they had banned Bounty Killer because 2 weeks earlier, he had a show there and he had, you know, gun salute, the crowd that showed them respect to Bounty Killer.
So it's very similar then. It's a very similar situation.
Very similar situation.
As it relates to Skeng situation.
Yeah. And then in 2011, it continued where they banned Vibes Kartel's songs from being played on the radios, right? But you know, Adi the teacher and Adi always have a clap back, because Adi did come out and say, yo, I refuse to go there before the ban, you know. So I banned myself, but big up to the Guyanese Gaza fans. But I would sooner tour Iraq than go to Guyana.
Kartel, man.
Yeah, man. Adi, man.
Man have many
always
words.
have it.
Yes, man have many words. But I mean, that was the year before him get incarcerated, right?
Right, yeah.
So basically he get banned anyways. All right. So yeah, it's basically a trend with dancehall. So this has nothing to do with Skeng.
Right. And you see, what I'm gonna get, Joe, is Skeng's team come out, you know, and say basically at the security fault, because the security was so lapsed that they allowed people with guns to come into the venue. And honestly, I agree with that.
Hold on. So the security never check the people them.
It looks so.
When they come in.
It looks so. Security just a check wristband.
Yeah, and that them do, yes, you know. And that them do. So and the next thing them do is them want somebody to blame. So why not blame the man where was booked for the show?
Right. But other artists performed as well, you know. Right?
So only past Skeng time that happened.
Past Skeng time it happened.
So I see what they're saying here. It has to do with the artist, the type of music when sing.
They must say it incite them something there.
Yes, I get what they must say. I understand where they come from, but I don't really think Skeng was to blame, because I feel like music is an art and him just a performer, him an entertainer. That's it.
That is it. That is it.
That is
it. I mean, look, if Skeng's song, right, never was such a hit, they wouldn't have booked him to come there in the first place.
That's true.
So them know the artists and them catalog and them know what them they're booked for.
Yes.
Even though we understand where they're coming from, you still knew what you were getting when you booked the artist, and you still knew what kind of songs he was going to be performing. I mean, Protocol is arguably one of Skeng's biggest hits, right? You must expect him to sing that.
Protocol was the song that Skeng did with Tommy Lee, right?
Tommy Lee, yeah.
So basically, you know, Brian, me think Skeng do theme job as an entertainer. Him get booked for a show, him show up and him perform. I think the other persons are personnels, like for example, security and the people them who supposed to organize the show should have put something in place or put better security in place to stop people from entering that venue with weapons. A similar situation happened to Akon a couple of years ago, but it was in Trinidad and Tobago. It wasn't Guyana, where Akon was actually dancing with a 14-year-old girl, but he wouldn't know, him couldn't know, because it was a club where only 21 and older could enter. So it was the security that mess up, and Akon basically get the blame. He make a song about it, and basically become a hit song. But you know me I say, it's very similar to Skeng situation.
So you see, them always use the artists as scapegoats, you know.
Definitely.
Right? We not defend and say, oh, artist this and artist that, but it's not fair, right? Especially when you have Skilligbang, he's expected to perform, right, in Guyana in August. So what am I going to turn on and bang Skilligbang too?
But I believe Skilly won't be able to perform. According to what they said at the statement they released, was no artist like Skeng.
Exactly.
Ken was very similar to Skilly Bang.
Exactly. So, you know,
So
if this is the case now, no, Joe, then there's going to be a dispute over pay and all of them things there. And the promoters, you have to go refund the promoters somehow, because the promoters, them have to go pay the artists, because this is not the artist's fault. Because look on it, if the artist did miss the show and it was his fault, the promoters wouldn't take legal action and want money from the artist.
That's true.
Yeah, so the artists, them need to get paid for this, regardless if them get banned or not. But
that's on the business side of the artist. Then we really can't discuss the business side of how that works.
True.
But as far as the music and where them go perform, I really do believe that Guyana should look more into it and see where this should not be blamed on the artist entirely.
Of course, and impose stricter measures. Then what they're trying to say, Joe, is that the person that fired into the ear is a licensed firearm holder, right? Regardless if it's a licensed firearm holder or not, you should not be allowed to enter into an event like this with a firearm.
Facts.
Because what could have happened now? When the licensed firearm holder take out him gun and bust 2 shots in the ear, right? It could have caused a stampede. People could have lose them life, right? The artist himself never know if he's in a danger or not.
With the song them was Skeng sing still.
We say you live by a certain way.
Yeah. Well, whether or not is an act, because definitely I feel like I just music. Because people really look into music too much. Not to take anything from the government and the people and put rules in place, but really and truly, even though a music them artists are doing, them supposed to have some responsibility still towards the kids them who listen to the music. Majority of them song are just bad man, gunman song. And that's the reason why Guyana really don't want people like him. Because I get what Guyana say. It's really him are the factor we cast it. But if them really do them work, that wouldn't happen.
And that's that me I said to Joe, if that is Guyana's stance, right? We cannot blame them, right? But if you have a stance like that, you're supposed to do your homework, because any promoter putting on an event have to go through the channels where they are going to submit every artist that's going to be on the venue. And if that's your stance and you see a Skeng on the lineup, you're supposed to know whether or not you want Skeng come perform or
Facts.
you don't want him there.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that no one really got hurt still, you know, because it could have end up much worse. Yeah, so the question we have to ask, you know, does Guyana have a vendetta against dancehall artists? Or is it just the people in charge? Because, you know, Guyanese, them love dancehall.
Yeah, Guyanese love dancehall music. Them have some type of vendetta against dancehall artists because it's been a trend. It's been happening. It's been Bounty Killer, which one away legend, Vibes Kartel, another legend, Mavado, another legend. And if you think about it, in them younger days that you look on a decade ago, over a decade ago.
Over a decade, yeah. You know, it's sad still, but Guyana, the need for doing the research. If that's the stance of the country, do the research on who is entering the country.
If that's the stance against dancehall music and the type of dancehall we don't want in a Guyana, you need to book people like Kaffee, Shensia, Ding Dang. Because we got clean acts. We got people who actually does music without all of them, you know, them gun lyrics there.
You see, what I not like now, Joe, the last point Mohammed, the minister, you know, Minister Ben, even though he said Skeng and other artists will not enter the country, him never name who him attack as in other artists.
The other artists like him. So you know people who definitely with the gun music or gun lyrics, because there's quite a few dancehall artists out there. And not only gun lyrics, you have some of them will just do the choppy line type. I believe he's speaking to those type of people. I might be wrong, but I believe those are the type people who don't have nothing to bring to the table in terms of like
positivity.
I think that's what he's saying.
I mean, look, we can feel the same way about the music, you know, where at the positive music we want here. But at the end of the day, you know, there's a market out there for all of the artists, them where I sing.
That's why they're not stop brand. There's a market out there. You see the people go on in a Guyana for that type of music.
Bro, I see the video even when they shot them a bus, the people in my real same way.
But they not move, brother.
So, you know, there's definitely a market out there for it.
Yeah, and that's the part where I think it's sad.
Yeah, true.
Because there's definitely good music on the market, good artists.
Yeah, man, you have great artists out there, man.
You have a whole heap of good people good artists who make good music. When I like goes back to what Skilly Bang say, when him do good music, nobody listens. When he does the wap, so there's
everybody flock it.
There's a market for it.
Joe, remember in the first video, you know, we said the world right now is upside down. You know, so I guess it's just that's where we are with it right now. But my 2 cents on it, I can't blame Skeng. This is not film fault, none at all.
I don't blame him because his music been out for a while. People been know it. Them know what them sign up for. So them just go all out and do what them normally do. This is the type of music where them do them something to. But I mean, them should have put stuff and measures in place to stop that. So moving forward, I'm going to drop that video on my new channel with me and Brian. I'm going to drop it on the old channel. And I'm going to tell us say when I come over to the new channel. Definitely, I just say we know we talk about music. We are talking about cryptocurrency. Them video in a drop yet. We are talking about financing. We are talking about
real estate. Anything with money.
Yeah. Not just money. We just a chat. We over there and we are chat. So just anything. Some want all of my subscribers from over here. So come over here. So.
Yeah, and you don't know if you can make the video reach 50 likes right away.
That we are go for too. We are heading towards 50 likes. We don't really go more than that. If we get more than that, we appreciate it. But we are start from little and we are climb.
Just like that.
So respect everybody. I'm out.
Yeah, man.